Hello, hello. I don't know how ads are for everyone, but... Oh my goodness, my middle parting. Oh my word. Oh. Litten, hello, hello. I'm actually going to be doing some training today. I haven't done training in a while, so... I wish to... good morning, Cloudy. I wish to do some training. I forgot I have a bike. So this is a pretty game. I much prefer it, the art style at least, to Violet. It's still got that bit of like anime-esque. Anyway, not the point. But yes, it is. And what am I doing? So I have been encountering Wulo. These. Those. But a floofball. Yeah. Should we start training floofballs? I don't have to knock them out. At least I don't think I do. But once I have 500 in my army. Once I have 500 in my Pokedex, encounters wise, then it's more likely that I'll get a shiny, and then if I chain 25 of them, it's more likely I'll get a shiny. But yes, they remind me of Starsea, so I would like a shiny Starsea. Wiggle wiggle! Also, I love this animation, and you can't see it anywhere else, so... Well, you can. I'm sure you can. But, like... I want to play around with ones that I don't get to use in Violet. Actually, that's something I should do as well. Well, I think about it. Bag's not the right thing. Do you keep Pokemon in your bag? I do, apparently. Oh, I got Racing Stripe. Which, I don't know if you were... I don't know if I was live or doing this, but I was shiny hunting Gastrodon and Violet. But I got one here. But I do want, sorry. I want Moonlight on me. As I go, get in the box. Xenia's in the box. They're not shiny, but... I want, I guess, levels, and while I'm chaining, it's a great time to earn 1 XP at a time. Are we all ready? Plus, like, this is one of the few Pokemon whose noise actually sounds like an animal. It's just a sheep, right? How was everyone this morning? That's the thing I forgot to ask. I'm medium. Oh, the shiny is like a black sheep. So the face colours and the wool colours swap. That's what we're looking for. I probably... Oh, I don't know how to do it. Oh, I am so sorry. I should take that table out. Professional streamer with like 4 Fs. Hanging in there, that's good. That's better than not hanging in there. Pretty good. I received a compliment yesterday and still happy about it. That's cute. I like that. Can I ask what the compliment was? I think how to explain it. Thank you. I am actually quite proud of myself. Yesterday I had quite a good pain day, both with fibro and with endo. So that was a really good, like, oh my god. Oh my god. Gosh. And I was able to do a big bulk cook of like 6 portions of rice, which I then had to, I don't know if you know about rice, but you have to cool it down within the hour to be able to freeze and reheat it safely, right? So I did that, and I made like a spiced vegetable saucy thing. So when reheated with the rice, hopefully the rice should absorb some of the stuff and you get like a flavoured rice and a nice vegetables, where it's like vegetables like carrots and broccoli and mushrooms, beans, and I boiled like 8 eggs. So, did I take my meds? I don't think I did. I broke my chain. That saves me not paying attention. I introduced herself to someone in my very awkward, nervous way, and it's very much myself, but she said I seem cool and she'd like to get to know me. That's really cute. I'm glad that you're getting out there, introducing yourself to people, because it can be very hard. Clay, who stops in occasionally, has been recommending me Twitch communities that help with Pokemon and that kind of thing. And yeah. And I'm there like, on the one hand, fuck yeah, new communities, introducing myself. Is there a hair on my mic? What's touching me? Brilliant, and they're full of lovely people. But also me, in pain, the embodiment of Gremlin. I'm not... You know, I'm not full into new socializing, but I did a little bit of... 2 days ago now, I did a little bit of Dynamax Adventures, which are the branching pathway ones that you can do in this game. Also, Cloudy, this game's meant to be the UK. Well, it's meant to be specifically Scotland, I believe. But the UK. I'm very doubtful that people actually like my personality and quirks, so it feels very flattering. Yeah. See, here's the thing. If people make you... Oh, I was meant to run. If people make you feel less than yourself, or that you're not valid, or make you feel sad or abandoned, or, you know, you shouldn't have them in your life. If there are people who actively make you feel like that, like, not just on a one-off, like, oh, you know, but, like, regularly make you feel like that, like, they don't care about you. And, yeah, for some people, it might take a little... okay, that's a rookie. It might take a little while to be there, like, oh, here is my group of people. I know for me, it took years. Like, genuinely, I met... Can I get rid of me, then? Okay, that's the one person you can't get rid of, unfortunately. But what you can do is surround yourself with people who lift you up instead of bring you down. I have some amazing friends. So here's an example, right? Obviously, I have my pre-op tomorrow. And my best friends are like, hey, like, we watch F1 together. And you say, like, yeah, I fully understand if you don't want to watch F1, but I think it'll be good as a distraction. So, like, any point in the day, and also if you want me, you can call me up, I'll be fine, like... And he never makes me feel like I'm too much. Right, and that's just a friend. No, he's my best friend. One of my other best friends, Stacy, is so kind and exciting and, like, passionate and fun and positive and complimentary and just brings everyone's energy up with them, and it's absolutely amazing, and they're the kind of person you can't help but smile around. Thank you for the best wishes. It should just be a Q&A and a bunch of tests, so... hopefully not too bad. But yeah, and they bring me, like, when we hang out, it's like, it's fun. Like, we want to hang out. Damn, Nightbot's savage today. It's okay. Nightbot makes mistakes. But yeah. And then my partners. Whole nother level of kind and supportive and thoughtful and, you know... And that's just... I've grown a little jaded, I'm not gonna lie. But I've grown... I'm too old now. I'm nearly, like... I say I'm nearly 30. I'm 29 this year, right? Why the fuck would I surround myself with people that make me feel bad? I do that enough to myself anyway. So, I surround myself with people who respect me, who ask questions instead of blaming. Like, I don't see the point anymore. I don't see the point of entertaining them. Which, in some cases, makes me really mean, right? Don't get me wrong. In some cases, like, if, like, someone makes a bad impression to begin with, I am less like, I'll give them, like, another shot, but I will very much distance myself from them. Also, my new raid alert is absolutely banging. Hold on. Let me see if I can... I'm gonna do a test raid, but I need people to hear it. Where's the login button? Dashboard. Okay. Are we ready? I'm sorry, I've got to go through so many different... Okay, we ready? We ready? This is a test, right? This is a test. Is everyone ready? You hear it double because I forgot to mute the thingy. Hold on. One more time with feeling. And that's my raid alert now. So yeah. A party. Yeah. We boogie like this, we boogie like that. We keep the transphobes all the way. And I think that very much lets someone know the kind of community that they're coming into. So. What I wouldn't want is for someone to be misrepresented about what's happening here. What's happening here is that we are accepting of people and we are kind to people. And like, I don't give a fuck how you identify. I'm just going to respect your pronouns. It's no big deal to me. It matters more that you're comfortable. Gender's all made up anyway. Language is made up. Who cares? Just be nice to each other. I'm eventually going to update all of my alerts. But Left Shark was getting a bit... I've been meaning to do this for months. I love Left Shark. Love Left Shark to pieces. But, I think... You know, we all hydrate. Cheers. I think I might say it's dehydration and stuff. I do that. I do that all the time. So, here is a story about me. I don't feel thirsty until I'm very, very thirsty. Until it's really too late. So what I've done, this is what I do, is I always keep a bottle in my sight line. Right? So I can see I have two bottles here. I have my soda water, and I have my sugar-free caffeine. Right? So I can see them. So I can see how much have I drunk today. Right? This is a 800ml bottle. This is a 750ml bottle. Right? And I'm there like, oh, by about... I want to finish one of these by the time stream finishes, right? So... I could be there like, oh, how much have I done? So I don't know if that helps anyone. Because I know that if I put something away, or I put something out of sight, or it's like, oh, I'll go over there and check it. I won't. There's no way. I won't do that. I have alarms for most things. Not for lunch, because lunch happens when stream finishes. I get hungry at lunch. Because I have a tiny breakfast. I have 2 slices of toast for breakfast. I'm not very hungry in the morning. I used to not have breakfast, but it's better for you if you have breakfast. So I have a tiny breakfast just to get rid of that initial stomach acid, and then lunch happens usually around the time stream ends if I'm doing a full stream. And then dinner I have an alarm for, because I used to forget dinner existed. I currently rely on using my water filter and topping up my bottle, but the second it's empty I forget water exists and I'm shriveled and probably dying. So here's another thing that I don't know if it would help you. But we try and get in the routine of if we use the water jug to top it back up again. Secondly, we have a big fuck off jug. Like it's like a gallon or something. That we pour, if we're only using like a little bit of the water from the jug, we'll pour the rest of the water from the jug in, the filtered water. So we have a backup of filtered water. And that way, if anything happens and we're in a stage where we're like, ah shit, we need water, if we forget once or whatever. Or if all, like there's many of us, right? If all three of us suddenly need water at once. Just that's it. See? Ta-da! Right? Now you have 2 jugs of water. Which means it's a slightly longer before you forgetting water exists. Sometimes it takes people to help other people. Oh, there's so many squirrels. Where'd all my sheep go? Do I have to leave and come back? Oh no, here's one. Because, you know, we've had issues where our water's been cut off and we live in a flat, right? So if the whole flat needs re-watering, I'm so good at this, our water's been off and I'm there like, it reserves. Our Larion leveled up. Our Larion's shiny. So having a little water reserve. Polly, hello. Greetings. Greetings. Oh, you're an Octoling maid today. Okay, okay. Does that change? Are we on like a weekly change, or is it like because I believe you were a commander last time. But I hope you're doing well. Now, I have a question for anyone who knows anything about Pokemon. If I heal my Pokemon up at a Pokemon Center, does that break my chain? I don't know. Okay. We have one I don't know. Is there any others on the I don't know train? No. I just change it when I get bored of the last day, which is normally a month or 2 months. That's fair. I happened to catch you at that switchover. I feel honoured. I'm realising this isn't the best place. If people on Twitch are trying to... I'll do it up here. If people on Twitch are trying to also read what the YouTube people are saying and vice versa, if you want to chat via my stream chat and not bother to move platforms, I don't want to stop you, so. I could use... Do I have leper berries? Do I have elixirs? I don't know. The gets stuck in my head after playing this. I don't really think I need a level 100 event Pokemon to do this, but this is my false swipe Pokemon, so... I didn't think chains applied, I thought it was a count with that particular Pokemon. So, I've heard it, which I'm... You don't believe it happened? Okay. I've heard it where the encounter... so 500 plus on the encounter gives you better odds. 25 plus on your chain gives you better odds. And then obviously having the shiny charm will give you better odds as well. mean, obviously you run the risk of like running into a different Pokemon on the way. Oh, shall we check the lotto? Gamba time? To be fair, I've done very little shiny hunts in Sword and Shield. I mean, Violet shiny hunts are nice and easy. Repetitive, but like, you just reload the same area and eventually you'll get one, right? I was gonna say, I have a lot of Pokemon. Not even! BP up, nice. Let's go gambling! I just want to remind people just how many Pokemon I have in this to only... I have a full living dex in... Oh, that's the wrong button. This is the right button. Like... Ignore this. Because I haven't finished doing that yet. That was going to be some of my recovering from surgery situation, right? So we've got... Oh! There's also an event in... Rillaboom 2024 TW. In Violet is a mystery gift code. But yeah, I have a full living dex of all, was it 400 in this? Right? Plus like some little bonuses. And then plus, we're getting there with like some of the DLC stuff, right? Meltan's so cute. I should move my Melmetal over. That'd be really funny. Oh, actually no. Let's make sure my box is on something that's actually empty. Say empty. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, sweet. Ooh. Okay. Boop. It's a shoot. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. This is also a shiny I've wanted for a while, and that I might as well finally actually put the effort in to do it. Because I know in some of the older games you used to use a poker radar to try and do it. And then I'm like, do I get two? Right? One for keeping as baby sheep, and then one for adult sheep. And then they're like, I could chain the adult sheep on Crown Tundra. Do I want to? I could also Masuda it, right? But I don't have a foreign Dicko. Although once you're fighting adult... Yes. So they're not classified as baby Pokemon, so I assume so. They're just inexperienced. That's a shape. Did you end up getting Registeel, the Registeel, or is Registeel on hold? Registeel's on hold. I just for streaming. It's not very. I don't think it's very entertaining to just that kind of reset. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind stupid questions. You can ask stupid questions. I ask them all the time. But yeah, the legendaries are on hold just because I'm going to be stuck in bed for a week. You know, maybe 2. I've been... Is Registeel the one with the cool statue? Yes. Well, technically all the... So any of the Reggies have a cool statue. But yes, Registeel is the one with the cool statue that you want here. That's the one that we want, the minty fresh version, instead of the chrome. Hold on. I have... This is Registeel. Okay. But yeah, I just... Normally, when I'm doing the soft resets, so a soft reset, for those who don't know, are the ones where you close the game, or you reset the static encounter. Well, no, soft reset is explicitly when you close the game. But... I also recently learned, thanks to Dorcas Dragon, that if you don't have all 8 gym badges, the Reggies are shiny locked. So I have all 8 gym badges, but I thought it was an interesting tidbit. Here's another question. I've never actually completed the DLC because of who I am as a person. Is Regigigas in this? No, as in, can you catch Reggie? You know? Is the biggest boy... I know the 3 birds are. What else do I know? As in, to catch out in the wild as encounters, not Dynamax. In Dynamax Adventures. Oh, okay. Okay. So I have a mental issue in Dynamax Adventures because I sometimes get type matchups backwards. Because there's 18 types. Come on now. Yeah, but it has an umbrella term. It's called living. That's both. It's just an existence issue, you know? Hey Destro, you know how I dress up for my appointments? Do you think my birth control earrings would be appropriate or inappropriate? Yeah, but is it like we're in a gyno place? Look, birth control. Funny relation. You'd say no. Okay, cool. Good. Glad I asked. Never gotten that. You need to catch all the legends. Okay. Power move. I want to do something in general that sounds a bit gross, and I don't think they'll let us do. Like, I mean, I don't see why they would. Anyway. So I have a coil in. And when it's done protecting me from my uterus. You're not a fan of Dynamite's Adventures? Interesting. I don't like doing them online because I'm always worried that people are judging me for not knowing anything. What I want to do, because I'm a bit of a... I think the technical term is fucking weirdo. I want to make my coil into an earring. Clean it, obviously. I'm being glared at. Oh god, chat, I'm being glared at. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to be allowed. I think Destro might have something to say. He's still glaring at me. Oh no, what do I do? Oh no, the fingers are involved. Cloudy says do it. Okay, so that's one for do it. Normal is a dryer setting. Hell yeah! But, I'm a little tweaked. I like bones. I like, you know, that kind of body horror. But in art and making a statement. You know? It would look awesome and no one would think it was real until I was there like, hey. But you're also talking to a person who, and I'm sorry if this is upsetting to people, has baculum earrings. Raccoon baculum earrings. If you don't know what a baculum is, let's just say humans don't have one. It's very punk. Like, that's a very punk move. And like, I'm pretty sure I have the earring things. I just need to make a tiny hole in it. I Google baculum. Education. Hold on. Let me... And then obviously you can imagine... I was expecting it to be that long, damn! Yeah, with a hook. Yeah. But like, see, this is the fun thing about wearing that kind of thing, right? I wear that, I'm in public. Someone goes, oh, you know, I like your earrings. What are they? I didn't mean to click link trade. What are they? And I can go, oh, they're raccoon baculums. And someone either then knows what that is. This is aiding the pros column for the coil earring. Yeah, I know, right? Next time I get it changed, I'll ask. They might not be allowed to give it to me. Like, in all seriousness, they might have to incinerate it because it's waste. Yeah, but it just looks like a bone, right? If I was just wearing a long bone earring, someone could think that was a thigh bone or a hip bone of something small, right? Like, yeah, bones are weird, but like, it's not, hey, this was inside me once, weird, you know? It's like, oh, it's a dead thing, it's a form of artwork, it's, you know, giving the roadkill a purpose, so it's not as wasteful, you know, that kind of thing. Yes, they're ethically sourced and they come from roadkill. But I can go, oh yeah, it's a baculum earring, and they can go, what's a baculum? Or, oh, cool. And if it's, oh, cool, I know you're already a little freak, right? So I can talk to you. And it low-key just looks like a fishing... Yeah, it would be a big T-bar. It's like a T-bar. It looks like this. With like a literal coil around it. But I also have... these aren't obviously real birth control. But I also have... the other ones... Because I wear it, the other one's on my shelf. But birth control earrings. A birth control patch that needs to go on my denim jacket with all my other patches on it. And... Is it up on the thing? Definitely. I have a birth control hair clip. My birth control hair clip somewhere else. I love that it's the whole packet. So they were doing this. It is the whole packet. Oh, you wouldn't want it, like, that's a full month of birth control right there. It wouldn't be recognisable just as a pill, would it? Basically this person, who I will, again, I'll promote this. They're American, so if you have a... the shipping's expensive. But they were doing a I don't want to go too in detail, but some of the American laws that changed. They were doing fundraisers for their local reproductive health center. And anything that was birth control themed that they sold went towards fundraising it. And I was there like, you know what? I can't do much. But I can get a couple of punk looking items. Because can you imagine me, full goth, right? I gained some watts. Oh, there it was a special sheep. Can you imagine me, full goth, like, one ear stretched, birth control in the other, you know? A couple of skulls, a bat in my hair, eyeballs, you know? They also did have a big eyeball. I'm somewhere on the cusp of goth and punk. I'm gunk. I love eyes. Me too. So I'm so glad we're on topic for this Pokemon stream. But so this is my little hair care stuff. Oh, it's my skulls. I think this is my spare. These are my spares. But I have eyeball clips. They have two other ones. I have a big eyeball claw, back of the hair claw one. It's meant for optometrists as like a career claw, but you know, I'm me. I want so many eye things. What else have I got in here? I've got a bunch of like little clips that aren't eyes, but they're like little, they're tiny, just to keep stuff out my face. Oh. I've got a little skull slide. Teeth. Speaking of teeth, people who've been here a while know this, but I have. Where are they? I had to get. Show me the teeth. I had to get a. What's the word? Mouth guard, that's the word. And these are my teeth. This is a cast of my teeth. And I asked to keep it. So, that's on my shelf. I also have a glow-in-the-dark tooth earring. It's not real tooth, it's sculpted. But a glow-in-the-dark tooth earring. Which I think I'll wear next time I go to the dentist as a power move. Yeah. A bunch of people make some really cool jewelry with like fake teeth, like the porcelain teeth that is mainly used for doll making, like the teeth that fugglers have in them. So you could always save up and, you know, have a look. Okay, broke my chain. Or you can... I know especially in America there's a lot of artists who use roadkill. There is a lot of roadkill and a lot of wildlife that dies naturally of natural causes, that do ethically sourced, like, teeth, bones, etc. jewelry. So, worth having a look. So yeah. I have some really cool earrings. I have a hyper-realistic fly agric. I have an Alice in Wonderland, eat me, drink me. Polymer clay, so they're very light. Obviously teeth. I have some pomegranates. Like little tiny pomegranates that have garnets for stones. Obviously my Buckingham earrings. I have a mushroom earring that reminded me of you. My ears aren't even pierced anymore. That's pretty funny. I am so paranoid of my ears closing up that I constantly wear an earring. Actually, bear in mind it stays in my ear, so it's not like the cleanest, but I wear this normally. It's like... And I had to specify that I wanted it like this kind of closure. Instead of it like going into it, I wanted it to be just a lever. Which... And I wanted it smaller than a 5p piece. I was so specific, and I wanted it in gold. Yeah, his have been re-pierced like 5 to 10 times by now. That's how scarring at the back. Do you get it pierced by a piercer, or do you just make sure your earrings fit? But yeah, like I don't want to have to remember to put an earring in, right? So I got gold because it's not gonna react to much. I wanted that kind of clasp because I can take it on and off easily without my hands. Go to a piercer if you want to keep your piercings. Go to a piercer. They'll pierce it at slightly thicker. They'll give you non-reactive jewelry that you can just keep in. And they'll be able to do it in a way that's A, not painful. Well, with scarring it might be painful, but not too painful. And they'll be able to talk to you about the risks and rewards of such things. But obviously, money. I know that that's a problem. But it's worth it. Don't DIY it. But now you're giving up on piercing? Makes sense. Just do not DIY your piercings. Anybody who happens to be listening to this, do not. Fake. I'll tell you what. So I didn't get my ears pierced until I was 16. But I wanted my ears pierced at 8. And the fake ones when I was a kid were so bad. Like, they were so tacky. It was so obvious they were fake, etc, etc. Now there's some really good ones. And they look really good. And yeah, okay, they're might be a bit expensive, but they just look like regular jewelry, you know? And so, oh, okay, I'm about to have a rant. Alternative fashion, anything that isn't mainstream, I guess, has a whole problem where people who, oh my god, please be sheep. That's not a sheep! No! People who, they're like, oh, if you don't get the real piercings, you're not, like, committing to the... And it's like, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, it literally does not matter. It's not that deep. Calm down. Someone can like the aesthetic of something, but not want to... Or, you know, they might be saying, like, oh, where do I want my placement? Like, because that's the great thing about fake piercings. All those fake loops you can put on your ear, right? The ones that just, like, hook round. Because you can be there like, oh, I actually fancy having a higher one today. Or I fancy having it... And you can just play about with it, right? People can do what they want to their body. Like, I wanted a tattoo for 10 years before I got a tattoo. Of the whole collection of fake ones. Do it. There are at least, I can think of 3 different types of backings for fake earrings as well. Actually, I'd rather tattoo my ears than get rid... The only thing I will say is if you don't have long hair and you do plan on working at some point in a professional environment, there is still a stigma around facial area tattoos. So I just want to bear that in mind for people who want to get anything like that. Henna's an option. It's temporary. Not black henna. Natural henna. That's another thing as well. You can mess around with henna and that kind of thing to see what positionings you want for things. Or if you are really indecisive and just want to change your mind every couple of weeks, right? I mean, but yeah, it's your body. Do what you want with it. If you want to be more metal than person, hell yeah. If you want to be more... If you want to have your entire skin tattooed in a lace pattern, go for it. It'll be expensive, but go for it. But I know there's someone who... I disagree with some of their moral choices. But I know there's a person who does pin up, but also is getting their body tattooed to look like a robot. So they have like the neck tattoo of like... I don't know how to explain it, like the rubber on to make that robots have, and their joints are being tattooed to look like robot joints and that kind of thing. And they've been slowly doing their whole body with the same artist. But they have to make sure each piece is fully healed before moving on to the next piece. And they've made some moral choices that I think that I disagree with. There's an open monster mouth thing. But also be aware of several things when you're looking for tattoos. Number one, a lot of the time the artist will want to do their own work. So, if you're there like, oh, yes, teeth. If you're there like, oh, I want this piece of art tattooed on me, there are a lot of tattoo artists who will be there like, I can do a version in my own style, but I will not tattoo that piece of art without the artist's permission. And they're, you know, that kind of thing. So. Oh, speaking of teeth, there's a really cringy tattoo that was very popular recently. And it's getting your partner's bite mark tattooed on you. Custom made ones, I think, are the way to go. Yes, they're more expensive. But I think they're beautiful. I'm trying to think of, because mine, can really you just kind of see it. There you go. That's all you get. That's the tease. Mine was custom made. It's very hard to, because it's part of it's on my side boob, and I don't want to be flagged or anything. I'll post a picture in Discord. But I was there like, yeah, I want like the Stargate home symbol. It's this particular symbol, I wish they had to look it up and make sure it wasn't anything offensive. And I was like, obviously, like, you do your research, but I want it like covered in mushrooms and like vines and that kind of thing, and make it look old. And she did a fantastic job. And she's there like, oh, like, where do you want it? And I'm like, on my ribs. And she's there like, have you had a tattoo before? And I'm like, nope. And she looked at me like, you sure you want it on your ribs? And so we did everything. We got the stencil on. She moved it a couple of times. We tried 2 different sizes. Eventually we went with the bigger size. Mainly because it had the more detail, blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Got laid down, ready for tattoo. She did the first line, a small line like, is this pain level okay? Etc, etc. I brought sweets and a drink with me, sugary drink, you know. And I fell asleep during my rib tattoo. So my pain levels are fucked, yo. And there was one bit that was like really scratchy. And it was, there's like a circle up in my armpit. And it was when she got really close to my armpit that it was like, oh, okay. And that's like it was like it was like, you know, when you catch yourself on a nail or something and it's that slow scratch. That's what it felt like. That was the most painful part of all of it. I just had to sleep. I do have a little bit of a fat layer, right? I am in chronic pain, so my pain tolerance is a little skewed. But yeah, I just kept nodding off. And she's like, is this okay? Is the pain level okay? We had a chat, and like, she was lovely, and she had a girlfriend, and we talked about like coming out and that kind of thing. My first full colour was intense, so I was still falling asleep. There was a real pain Here I was continuously going over the colours over and over again. I was asleep. I don't really know. Like, so obviously, my symbol itself is blacked out. And then there were some bits where she was there like, yeah, I want to go over and do a white highlights on part of it to make it look aged. And I'm there like, go for it. If you think that'll look better, go for it. And she did, and I think it looks really cool. I think it looks like, it's kind of like little barnacles growing on it, or like little bits of moss growing on it, and I think it's really good. But there's only one more tattoo I would get. But that's a very personal one. But no, I can't imagine getting my heel tattooed. I know there are people who have like a lot of their body tattooed. And like for most of it, I can imagine it's not that bad. But there are certain parts like up in the armpit. Anything that's over a tendon, oh my god. I've had two now that drifted close to my heels. I'm gonna die when I go on even closer. Don't get one even closer. I mean, there's... I have a little story time. So, when I was in school, I was friends with a lot of the... So I was 16, I was friends with a lot of the 18-year-olds. 16, 17. So I was in sixth form and they were in year above, right? Okay. Oh, keep on puppy on my foot. You know what? More power to you. And they turned 18 and they were excited to get a tattoo and they wanted like an into the looking glass kind of tattoo, and it's like, okay. And I will say, like, the execution, like the actual tattoo itself, like the actual how it was done, the technicality of the tattoo looked really good. Like, it was clean, it wasn't too deep, there was no blowout, there was no bruising, you know. But the design they went with, I don't know. It wasn't great. Like, it was a little hand mirror that had no, like, depth of shading on it, right? It was just like a circle, and then a circle with a handle. And, like, the inside was grey, and the outside was pink. And then there was just, like... I can't remember whether it was Who's the Fairest of Them All, or I can't remember what the actual wording was. But then there was text around it, and I'm there, like... It looks like the type of temporary tattoo you would get as a kid. And I know they have to be based on something, but like... Shading around the mirror would have made a difference, a shadow on the back, maybe like, you know, nothing that wasn't just print. Stylizing the... Instead of making the text and the icon look like two different... Anyway, it's what they wanted and they were happy with it. But... I would have chosen something different. I didn't think it looked particularly good. I was polite at the time, and what I actually said at the time was, do you love it? And they loved it, and I'm there like, do you know what? I don't like it. That doesn't mean I have to say it. And there's someone else who got a tattoo for... You just like how the artist did it? Hmm. I will say you're allowed to be very fussy when it comes to tattoos. Don't settle. Like, check out the artist's work. If you're getting black and white tattoos, check out their black and white tattoos. If you're getting a colour tattoo, check out their full colour work. Make sure you like the design and what have you. And the funniest thing was, here's something else. Because they didn't know... It spelled out pretty bad, and the lines on wonky, but it was my bad for choosing that guy to do it. Yeah. Well, here's hoping that maybe at some point in the future you can talk to an artist who will go over the blowout a little bit, who will adjust it, make some of the lines look a bit better. Because that's touch-ups, right? But yeah, this, like, she didn't do mushrooms, and she trialed a bunch of mushrooms, and she tested a bunch of mushrooms. And then a week later, she ended up she enjoyed them so much, she ended up doing like a, you know, they do flash sheets. She did a flash sheet of different types of mushrooms, and it was really cute that she enjoyed doing mushrooms. So she was there like, oh, I can do different designs of these, and it fits in with my style and that kind of thing. So it's really cool. Hold on, let me whip something up. This is my tattoo artist. Don't know if it's gone through on both sides. Should have gone through on both sides. Yeah. That was my tattoo artist, and also a friend of a friend. I won't go into detail unless the person wants to mention it, but kind of a friend of a friend, which is really cool. And yeah, I emailed back and forth with them and traveled to their city, and like she was very kind, and like, because obviously it was a rib tattoo, and you can see it's kind of very close to my boobs, and she was there like, I understand if you want to keep your shirt on, we can find a way to do it, blah blah blah. I did get a shirt where I cut the side out so that I could keep covered if I wanted to, because I also didn't want to make anyone else uncomfortable, and she's still like, I don't care. Like, and they're like, well, if you don't care, I don't care. Because the tattoo studio was, warm's the wrong word. It was comfortably ambient, you know? But it was nice without shit, so I just, without shit. But she made sure I was comfortable, we kind of made sure each other was comfortable. She made sure to show me like each part that was sterilized, and made sure that I knew that she was getting a new needle each time, and it was very good. I enjoyed it. I also know there's like a tattoo aesthetic where you kind of look like a doodle book. And I know that there are people who enjoy that aesthetic. And if it makes them confident, hell yeah. It just reminds me of those teddy bears in, like, when I was a kid. That you could get marker and you could, like, draw all over the teddy bear. And then you could put it in the wash and it would all come off. And then you could do it again. Oh, there's just some interesting, it's just an interesting art form. I think there are so many interesting art forms. I don't want to do just I want a collection of all my favourite things on me, so I see this here. Yeah. But there's... The style I'm talking about is when the pieces are almost exclusively line work only, rather than line, colour, blacking out, etc. Black work, that's the word. You know? So, that's the ones I'm talking about specifically. But, you know, you've seen some of those. I'm glad someone knows what I'm talking about. But hey, if, like, whatever, if it makes you happier in your body, fuck yeah. I'm not wearing it. I've actually just bought myself a crop top that may actually have the little, it might have a little tease of my tattoo pop out underneath it, which is quite nice. I don't really own many clothes that have side slits in that area. And mainly it's for me, right? Mainly it's for me. Because what the tattoo represents is the beginning of my journey in becoming myself, at the beginning of my relationship with Destro. You know, a lot of things in my life, like forming some of my first proper healthy connections, a point of growth, right? And having that as a reminder that there are good things, right? There are good things in life and there are good people. And the right people can just come along because of something really dumb and nerdy, right? And that's fantastic. Like, how cool is that? And it's just a reminder of that. Yeah, I like artwork. Like, I have an artwork piece behind me that would take a little while to get out, but you can see the top of the frame here. Crew did that, and it is a beautiful kind of abstract rainbow watercolor horse head. I've shown it. Oh, my streak, no! I've shown it on stream before, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I saw it and I fell in love. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with a couple of boxes as well. I keep some of my little trinkety things in there. And I fell in love with it. And so I put it on my shelf. It's currently kind of a skull. It's there as well, but like... So the skull I have is a deer skull. It's a roe deer, R-O-E. And it's a vintage skull, so it's at least second-hand. It has a wire on it to be mounted on the wall, but we can't put picture hooks on the wall. So. Ooh. But that was one I found by chance. This is another thing. The thing I do in my life is I try to trick myself into going outside for appointments by doing something dopamine fueled, either afterwards or before, right? Again, like for my pre-op, the dopamine fuel thing is I'm close to getting fixed, so it's like, okay. But for some things that are like really boring, I tricked myself dopamine-wise, and there was something that I had to do, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, physiotherapy. And I was like to Minnie, I was like, hey, do you want to come with me, and then we'll like visit a different city on the way, or a different village on the way back. And in the village there was a vintage shop, and it's one of those shops that looks like it's going to be a tiny shop, and then it just keeps going. And it keeps going backwards. And I was doing like a rummage through, a little looky-loo, and then I found the skull, and I was like, I have to have it. I don't know when an opportunity will come around again where I can get a skull that nothing extra has had to die for, you know? Does that make sense? Oh, something else as well. My best friend, the one I was talking about before, who was like, yeah, if you need to talk to me, cool. He also got me some shark's teeth. So my necklace, I don't really have it out there, but this necklace is based on a necklace that my grandfather used to wear all the time. I did receive that necklace when he died, but the clasp on it broke, and a lot of jewelers won't work with organic materials, because to heat up metal to repair it, you have to get it hot, and to keep the tooth from burning, it's very difficult. And because they don't have a replacement for the tooth, a lot of jewelers will refuse to do it. But my mother had some old, like, broken jewelry that she, like, this chain is my grandfather's, but she had the broken jewelry melted down along with the stones from some of the jewelry and put into this piece for me, which is almost an exact replica but solid gold instead. So that's all. That was my 21st birthday? No, 25th birthday present, I think. Yeah, it's very meaningful. I don't take it off. So, well, that's not entirely true. I take it off when I go swimming because I don't want to lose it. And I take off my rings as well. So I take off my wedding ring and I take off the ring for my 21st birthday. An interesting thing, this my thick ring that I have here has, so my grandfather used to call me Princess, and it actually has, I don't know where the music's gonna go, but there we go. It has inscribed in it, Princess, which, you know, he believed in me. So yeah, it's kind of a nice, like, touching thing. Yeah, I wear a lot of jewelry. I like jewelry. I don't like sparkly jewelry. I'm not like a diamonds and glitters and glam kind of person. I'm flamboyant clothing, simple accessories. That's what I am as a person. More specifically, I'm flamboyant trousers. Yeah, I like things I have to be important to me. Whether it's important to me because of people keeping their rights and me protesting, or in my own way, or whether it's important to me because of my history and keeping myself sane when I was younger. Sane's a stretch. I like to open it wearing it. I like to collect pendants, rings, and beads as trinkets. Oh, speaking of pendants, I have. I don't have anything to wear it on yet, but it is a hand-blown glass mushroom pendant. I do also have, while we're here, my hand-blown glass mushroom. Like, and oh shit, I brought my drink in. Hi. Yeah. I also have a lot of really cool marbles, but they're over there and I'm not getting up right now. We go to a marble place and we go down to visit Minnie's mum. And it's got a hand-blown glass area. And I've got some hand-blown glass marbles. I've got some regular marbles. Can I show off your marble? And while I was down there, this is the marble I got for Destro. As you may be aware, Destro likes the colour green. Yeah. You like collections of things? I have a lot of collections of things. A lot of my collections, especially my childhood ones, unfortunately, are with my mother. Well, alas, what could you do? Right, I'm gonna check how many encounters we've had with this. And then I'm gonna do some Dynamax adventures. Because I fancy doing some Dynamax adventures. You can see I'm like 3 away from finishing this. But I want them all like in my inventory. Oh. They're gonna be near the beginning, right? I also I'm expanding my DVD collection recently. I tried to got just 10 for £1. I'm surprised that they had some bangers I really wanted. I do that with CDs. I bought, what was it, a kilogram of CDs at one point? 10 kilograms of CDs. Like just a bulk box of CDs. Which reminds me, I need to actually get a drive. 106, number battled. Do you like the fact that I've got so many different languages as well? But I have nowhere to put the CDs. I can't. The CDs I would have are for collection purposes because I would need to get a USB disk drive. Which I want to do. Because if I'm swimming more, I want more music on my MP3 player. It's a waterproof MP3 player before you get concerned. which I have to put on via CD. Let's do a Dynamax adventure. What do you know? Oh. I got some futuristic shades, that's nice. Let's go for an anything. See what we get. See if we can get any shinies. I'm just gonna do some solo ones. I'll go Skarmory. Right, what we got? Dragon. Okay, so we're looking for a fairy type. Oh, there isn't any. Okay. What's normal? Okay, well let's go this way then. But I like CDs. Destro for my birthday just gone got me a signed CD from one of my favourite bands. So, I've shown it off on stream before, but I'm very happy. It's on display with my signed F1. You can't see it because of the flag, but it's got my signed F1 hats. Oh, I might as well just. My signed F1 hat. Both of them. I have two now. And it will have my signed pictures of F1 drivers on there. I'm just not. I haven't done it yet. Frostmoth's so cute. They're holding their little handsies together. I'm gonna try and have myself up to put a bookshelf today to store the overflow of DVDs and books. Hell yeah. I believe in you. I'm so glad our speed rose, so we twisted the dimensions. That's really what I wanted. I'm gonna go last now, thank you. Oh, maybe we won't. Never mind. I took shit to the AI and I was wrong. Books wise, I say will myself. I need to make sure I'm reading more. I have a horror book I want to read, so I'm excited for that. And it's a hardcover, so it's like this nice tactile feeling. What is it? Oh my goodness, I could not tell you the name. To be perfectly honest with you, couldn't tell you the name. But it's got a pink cover and it's covered in... Do you like horror podcasts? I do. I struggle to listen to podcasts, but I do like horror podcasts. Like, obviously the classic is like Night Vale, that's more surrealist horror than anything, but... I also listen to some true crime ones. The Magnus Archives. No. But also, isn't that a book? Highly recommend. Okay. Maybe it's not called the Magnus Archives. There's a character in the books I'm thinking of that's called Magnus, and Magnus is bisexual, and that's all I know about it. one called I'm listening to one called Malevolent lately, and I've been extremely upset. Nice. Is that the Rick Riordan one or the Shadowhunter one? Shadowhunter sounds. It's the Shadowhunter sounds right. It's the one with the TV show, and that Magnus is a wizard. I'm so good at describing things. I'm also currently partway through Magnus and Alec from Shadowhunters. Nailed it! I'm so good at this. I'm also reading a sci-fi book that Deshta recommended. Yeah, they're fantastic, but I hate the series. That's fair. I've never read it. I've been interested in I like representation kind of way, but not in a story kind of way. Oh, Assurance is really good. What's the sci-fi book? That is a great question. What's the sci-fi book I'm currently reading from you?
The Pandora's Star or Judas Unchained, I can't remember.
It's called Pandora's Star. I know it's Pandora's Star. It's the Pandora one. Completely forgot Tyrantum existed. Shiny's blue though. If we can get it. Who's it by? Robert? Peter F. Hamilton, Pandora's Star. That's what I'm most of the way through right now. I will say it's fantastic. It's a fantastic book. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. It's got some brilliant imagery. I'm enjoying learning about the characters. It is a brilliant book. I was also reading the start of the Mistborn series. Which is also fantastic. In a different way. But everyone in the house basically is... I'm checking out. Everyone in the house is basically a book lover, and they're like, I need to expand my horizons a little bit, so... If you like horror book, Dead Silence. That was a very good horror book. I enjoyed that thoroughly. It's not that long. I that my partner's been writing to him about what I'm reading and things, but he's not a reader, so he's not interested in doing it. I mean, that's just basic partner behaviour. Like, I have no interest in what a lot of the stuff that whatever hyperfixation is going on, either in Deshta's area, Minnie's area, or in Ghostie's area, I have no... Except I have little to no interest. If you read the blurb, does it say something about a ship in space? But I think so. I'd have to get my Kindle out, but... Deco's Lost Luxury Cruiser. That's the one! Very good book. What's tar? To be read. Got it. Oh no, it's Diago. Diago's a pain in the ass. Oh no. My laptop isn't very good with autocorrect. That's fair. Dragon move. Well, Frostmoth is so fragile. We have one life left. If any other thingy faints, then we're done. I talk intensely for a long time about things that I always do about DVD, a movie I love, but I also hate that I keep talking about it. Like, in the nicest way, if you enjoy it and you're happy about it, fuck yeah. Obviously there's a healthy communication method of being like, hey, I don't have the effort right now, if someone doesn't have the effort, right? Which sometimes when Desha's talking about whatever game is currently happening, or at the moment it's RimWorld, I don't care, but I will listen because I know it's about the excitement and getting it out and being excited by it, because I do the same thing. Like, I talk about Pokemon. Does Destra care about Pokemon? Not even a little tiny weeny eensy weensy bit. Okay, it's just fine, just let me talk at you. Yeah. We also have clarification questions. But such as, do you expect me to retain this information, or are you just talking at me? Kind of question. Because sometimes it's a, hey, I actually want to teach you about this thing that I'm doing, and sometimes it's, hey, I just want to talk at you. Just want to get it out of my head. Oh good, you nullified the stat changes, which means my attack's back up. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, okay, that's fine. But I forgot to turn across right. You did. But I appreciate the clarification. Because like right now I'm in a mix of Pokemon Blueprints and oh okay, well I'm the reason that we're not doing it. Pokemon Blueprints and Genshin are like my mix of things, right? However, Claudia, I'm gonna give you a little life hack. If you come at me and go, have you ever watched a movie? And then it's no. Have I watched a movie in my life? Yes. How likely is it that that it's the one you're talking about? Almost zero. I don't film. Can I watch a 6-hour YouTube video? Yes. Can I watch an hour and a half film? No. But But I've been trying to do a bit better. Incredible movie, the branding's all wrong. That's fair. Things I watch, horror. I'm trying to frame it instead of, because as soon as the word film is mentioned, there's a category in my brain that goes, right? Ooh, YouTube doesn't follow me. So I need to. Well, I rewatch stream VODs, and people who stream full time do like 8-hour streams, right? So I'm rewatching an 8-hour stream, and I'm there like, oh, I can catch up with this. But what I'm trying to do is, you know how, in my brain, you know how Black Mirror is a TV show that exists, right? In my brain, I'm trying to. What are we actually getting to? Fairy. This one. So it's a thing that exists, and so in my brain, I'm going like, okay. What it actually, I'm not watching a film. Don't say I'm watching a film. I'm not watching a film. But if I'm watching disjointed episodes. I am watching long form TV shows. Right? So, you know, that's how I watched, was it Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Great film, very funny. Or, it's like Sherlock, they're moving like episodes. Yeah! It's like watching Sherlock, but each episode is its own self-contained story. Right? Like Black Mirror, those episodes are an hour and a half long, but they're each their own self-contained story. So in my brain I'm going, okay, so each one of these things I'm watching, I do watch a lot of horror, I like horror, but each one of these things I'm watching is a self-contained short story. That was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I meant to check if it was a movie or something. It is a movie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. You have to remember that it's... You have to remember it's a bit dated now. But it is a cult classic, as the people say. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yep. I believe if you have Amazon Prime, I believe it's on there. Or it was, because that's where I watched it. And I think you subscribe to me with Prime anyway, don't you? So if you go to the Prime stuff and do it that way, they have a lot of cult classic films. So yeah, I'm going to check this stuff out. Anyone die? Okay. So there's some. Wait. Which part of Prime? Prime Video. You just have to be like. Hold on. Let me find the thing. But yeah, it's Prime Video. There's some that's included with Prime and some that's extra. How do I search Prime Video? Ooh. It must have been just on the edge of it counting. It might have been it's being removed in 30 days, so it doesn't look like it's on there. Oh, right, yeah, Pokemon. But I would advise having a little look at the, like, expiring in the next 30 days type stuff. Like Shaun of the Dead's on there. What else have we got on there? Legion's on there. Is that the original Addams Family's on there? Fright Night. Cube, that's one I have to watch. Leaves Prime in 8 days, Cube. Yeah, after the whole, I can't remember, the fiasco where they sexualize young children, I unsubscribed from Netflix, and Amazon just quietly put stuff. Oh, the Joker, the 2019 Joker film's on there. If you want to watch it. I can't remember what it was called. Was that a French movie? Yes. So none of us use Prime anymore. Evolution. That was my first. Oh, I remember Evolution. The Purge. The Purge is. Purge, presume. I watched all of the Purge films actually. But yeah, after that I was like, I'm not. You have the Evolution DVD. You know the scene with the parasite? That scene has traumatized me for life and giving me a fear of parasite. So. Konosuba is on. Konosuba's on Amazon Prime. That's so funny. That's so funny. Tintin! The Tintin film. I might watch that as well. That was one I wanted to watch when it was in theatres. The Last House on the Left. Oh, that looks. I don't know what it is, but it looks good. Oh, See No Evil. Leaves out. Oh, leaves. Oh, just open that in a tab. Cool. Leaves it in 20 hours. That's what I'm doing now, apparently. District 9. I think I've actually seen District 9. Good Will Hunting. That's on my. I should probably watch that at some point. Da Vinci Code. That's on there. Leaving soon. I like that they have a rotation. Total Recall. What's the hunt today? Anything. Do I want to swap Pokemon? Sure. Venus, hello! We were talking about, tattoos earlier. You have tattoos. We're also now talking about books and films. And I'm looking through what's leaving Amazon Prime in the next 30 days. Room 6? Oh, that looks good. And I was talking about Slim Baby tattoos who, you know, 2012. Do you remember when we all thought the world was going to end in 2012? Ex Machina, that's one I want to watch. Barbarians. There's some very undressed men on there. History. What is this? A red one? Okay, so look at that. New Star Trek. What is this? Some of these are so funny. Just recommended I watched Tarzan a billion years ago and I watched half an hour and finished it. Is it I just remembered? Even if you don't finish the film, the soundtrack. Phil Collins had no business making a soundtrack that fucking good for Tarzan. I was doing boss way. That's good taste. Maybe that's what like classic horror films that are leaving soon that I should take advantage of. By classic, I mean like ones I've heard of. Supernatural horror film, right? But yeah, so the way that this works is we fight some big things and then it's like a gacha. Do we have a shiny one of those things? Ground, psychic, or psychic? Well, you can give me an item, so I'll go for item. I'm so distracted. I can look at that later. Focus dash, explode, random policy. It's Leatherberry, I think. And before anyone's there, like, did you load up the fish? I did. No one's used it. Yeah, well... Is that what happens? You check whether or not I have it loaded because of what I'm playing on Discord. And then you're there like, I'm not going to touch it then because I know it's loaded. And then when I don't have anything on my Discord... Oh, I see how it is! I see how it is! Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I want to put some Pokemon in there, but I don't know what the legality of that is. Because technically I'm not making money, and it's a parody, so... Oh, I just that you have to make peace with it, and that's why I love you as a friend. But yeah, do I have a channel on my Discord that's like book and film recommendations? Like, maybe I should. Like, I don't have a letterbox or whatever, the thing that I was asked about. But maybe I should include on my Discord a little, like, I think I have anime recommendations. I might do that later. Oh, I can't Dynamax yet, but I can Poison Jet. That's cool. One of those people that likes to casually see what my friends are up to and tells me constantly without them constantly. It's going on. Well, you can see my music because my Spotify is connected to my Discord. So you can see what I'm listening to at any given time. You can see what I'm playing at any given time. I have good reads. Yes, I see if anyone's on Spotify. I'm nosy. Yeah, that's why I have it connected. Because I know that I've checked out like casually in people's activity and they're listening to a song and I'm there like, ooh, I wonder what that is. I also have a little nosy on Steam. My stomach is so tense today. Tense is the wrong word. Swollen. Taut. Ow. put it early for myself to hear. Realize people can see it. I wonder how many people that with like songs you've been looping all day and people are there like, I wonder what's so good about this song. You know? I wonder why he likes it so much. Oh! Oh yeah! We actually catch the legendary. At some point Distro told me to show Steam for a game that I was playing because I constantly... Yeah! Like, I have it connected on my Discord. Or you can see what I've got launched on my Discord. Because on Steam I'm offline a lot. You can be a nuisance, that's allowed. We call that curiosity because we're putting the nuisance in a different frame. And a frame that's a positive frame, okay? We call that curiosity. Is there a chance to not catch the legendary? I don't know. You're a curious being and that's okay. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not shiny. I got pooped. Oh, I should actually remove the sheep. Because we're just looking for something. Anything. Substitute's pretty good. Ice move. Ooh. But yeah, I'm not in a mood to do this with anyone else. So, what we got? Electric, so we need a ground type. There is not a single fucking ground type that I can see. That's a dragon. Flying, maybe we don't go for flying. Dark, bug. Psychic. Okay, I'll go this way then. Cute! It's a Grovile. I love something that's super effective against most of the team. Oh, well this is fine. I can do this. This is a much better animation than the terrestrialization animation. Like, it has so much more power. Rather than just, oh, ball glows, Pokemon glows, breaking crystal. It's so much more part of the character. It's so much more dynamic, that's the word. Oh, get gonked. Okay. Okay, well. Gonna end on 1 health anyway. So anything extra should be... Oh. Endured the hit for this turn. Oh. That's so funny. The hail's just there like, what the fuck you do? While we're doing this as well. I do have book rec. Hold on, let me just edit this for you. Okay. Alright. This way. I have now added. I've now changed book recs to book and film recs. There you go. Because I might, we'll see, I might end up watching a film. And by a film, I definitely mean an extended episode, an extended TV show episode of a self-contained story. Because that's one of the only ways I can get myself to watch it. If I miss. I like Drapion as a Pokemon. They remind me of, you know, those tripods that you can like grip around anything that have like the flexible arms. Like my webcam has like a flexible arm so it can like grip around something to hold on. So it reminds me of. I'd like a shiny Drapion. Oh, I'm trying to stretch my back out. We're pledging some grass, we're pledging some grass. I feel like the Dynamax mattered. That 1 health point. Yeah, I think that mattered. Do you think that mattered? I think that mattered. Get sucked, bitch. I actually do want to swap Pokemon, please. What have we got up here? We've got electric. Dark Fairy. I'm trying to work out what that is. Yeah, just go for this one, I guess. I'm not expecting to complete all of these necessarily, right? I do want a shiny one at you. There's a 1 in 25 chance for a singular Pokemon of the 4 to be shiny. I also think this is much more engaging to me personally. Like, yeah, it's a little bit Press-A simulator, but it's much more like we're having a big fight, and then at the end it's like a gacha ball. Also, this animation is so cool. Easy, easy, puzz easy. This sucks. I'd like that one to be shiny, please, game. Ooh, I'm glad that they have slightly more health. What we got? Zapdos. Or Tapo... Coco? Oh, Raikou. Hi, bud. Raikou's very fast. I know this one. They're enduring. They're enduring. Well, bite. I think last time I used the Trick Room to do this. Oh, good. Now he can only attack. So we can do then. Big boy, tiny leggies. Look how small those leggies are. He would not be able to stand up with those leggies. Get max darkness, bitch. Oh, it was a crit. Nice. Less special D for you. We love special D. Don't send out the water type against the electric type. This just seems silly. Okay, well. Let's hope that we don't lose another one. Okay, special defense fell, good. Defense harshly fell, okay good, so you're -2 in both of those. Oh. That doesn't really... Oh, I know. Okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Electric field, we can't be put to sleep. Oh, crit 2, nice. Yeah, I think we're going to do this as soon as the Seadra comes back out, which I think is this turn. It's just going to target the super effective move on the Seadra for the KO. Tiny tripod. I'd like a shiny Drapion, please. Oh, not on the Seadra. Interesting. Oh no, the paralysis. I don't think we're gonna do it. Oh! Okay. What does hell do for you? Oh, the attack, okay. Oh! Still closer than I want to be to death, you know? Okay. Not bad. We're looking for a gold cape on this one. Will we get a shiny? Will we get a shiny? Let's see. Will we get a shiny? Okay, Grovyle, not shiny. Drapion, not shiny. Not shiny. Raikou, not shiny. Not a single shiny? Are you kidding me? Let's go Tapu Koko. Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say, you better take meds down. Someone should take... Okay. See how the AI does in this run. Oh. Okay, I do actually want to try and get a shiny Vespiquen, but is it the best for what we're going for? What are we going for? So, that's electric. No ground. No ground. No ground. We don't really want them to have a flying type, so we're not going to go flying because it's quad weak to electric. Oh, the scientist came with us. Oh, Obstagoon. Okay. Another shot of the shiny. Obstagoon shiny is so cool. It's got, where the black is, it's blue and red. Yikes! Might be my last. They dive in. You see all the water there, they're diving. No. Not my special D. Get butterflied, bitch. Yeah. Feel special that we're neutral now, because oh my god. Mudsdale. I love Mudsdale. Mudsdale's such a good Pokemon. Crammon, that was pathetic. Oh. What was your missile? I didn't even see what the Gulp missile was. The animation, sometimes it has like a Pikachu in its mouth, but it's like half swallowed. It's really funny. And that's a paralysis missile, and that's part of its ability. It's a really weird ability. I'm good without. I was kind of hoping the one with very little health would take it, but this is fine. Water or grass? Okay, we're going up against electric, so water's not going to be great, so let's go grass. This should be Lurantis. Look at those trousers though. I'm pretty sure I own a pair of trousers like that, but with bigger flares. So they have Contrary, which is an oh my god, which is an ability that allows them to do the opposite stat change of what would be the stat change. So if, for example, close combat normally reduces your stats, it actually increases the stats because of Contrary. So when people try to lower their stats currently, they're not doing a very good job. Which is kind of what makes the Rangers a bit of a pain. Okay. I use X-Scissor on you. They neutralise the stat changes on our side, and all that's happened is Mudsdale is tanking their own stats to do a big attack. Also, the thing I like about this animation is if you customise your character, you can actually see your character's customization. Does that make sense? Whereas when you're terrestrializing, it just looks at the orb in your hand, and it's like, you could be anything. You could be wearing literally anything. Not at me, please. Oh, fuck. I Dynamaxed hoping to survive it because it doubles your health. Oh well, we can share. That's one life. And first life, it's me. No! No, we gotta go through all the healing animations. Oh, I'm cheering on, I'm cheering on. You're doing well. Everyone's defense is rising, that's fantastic. Lurantis is the same eyes as Flygon. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Flygood is also like, it was a bug dragon, so. Grass dragon. I don't know if Flygon's type. Cramorant's enduring. The Cramorant's enduring. Oh, it didn't need to. Okay, I'd like the green trousers. Because they're green when they're shiny. Click. Hell yeah. I'm good without. I was hoping the Cramorant would swap. So we're going into an electric type. That looks like a Dunsparce actually. I'm glad Dunsparce evolves in Gen 9. Do some smacking. Oh, Cramorant's gone. Bye, Cramorant. Oof. Damn, a crit? Damn, bitch. A crit! Damn, bitch! Okay, their defense has fallen. That's max Quake. Here's the best option here. I'm trying not to affect the other members of my team. Am I even looking for them? I can't see my blue. It's so big. See, and they got Pikachu in the mouth, look. That's 2 lives. But yeah, he just launched a Pikachu. Like, get paralyzed, bitch. Funny to me. I don't know where he found the Pikachu. Like, step 1, where did the Pikachu come from? Step 2, he swallowed the Pikachu without being hurt. Step 3, he launches the Pikachu. I actually think I do. I do not want another Pokemon. Oh, Lurantis would have been good though. At least we have Mudsdale. Mudsdale should, if the AI's got any form of intelligence, should be okay. You're my little bug. Use Mice Beams. Quick attack! Oh, Cramorant's underwater. So I got the water flying type is... Oh, we're grassy now. We're healing, we're healing. I iced it. Frozen? You gonna freeze? No, okay. Whoa! Super effective and a crit. And now I have to go through the healing animation. Use that. What's it got in his mouth? It's got a fish. I want to see it launch the fish. Whoa. Okay, we have one more life left after this, I think. Yeah. I just want one shiny, please. Oh, crit, nice. Okay, we got hit, nice. Love that for me. Well, maybe not a hailstorm. Maybe we just... Oh, I should have... Still should have Dynamax. Damn it. Oh my god. Mud cell, please. Oh no. I don't think any of us are quicker than it. We're close, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Not unless someone has priority. No. Okay. That was so close. If it hadn't been for the healing that the Vileplume put down, we would have had that. By we, I mean me. When that was a conversation me and Cloudy had earlier about forgetting to drink. So here's your reminder to take a little sippy. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there. Slightly longer stream than before, like a couple of days ago, but not as long as my normal streams. Tomorrow I will not be streaming. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I probably won't be streaming Wednesday either. Okay? I should be streaming Thursday, but a short one. Because I have an injection. Alright. I shall see you probably Thursday. But I appreciate you all being here. Eat, drink, rest. I shall see you hopefully Thursday. Fingers crossed Thursday. But yeah, hop on the Discord, give some book recommendations, give some film recommendations. We have an anime section if you're into anime. But yeah, come say hi.